everybody, thanks for joining me for another Friday evening beer and blades video. Got a new beer to try, Samuel Adams Rebel IPA. So Samuel Adams is an American brewery, but this was imported by Shepherd Neame in Kent, who brew some very fine beers of their own. So, it's only a little bottle, so I've just got my little glass. Just sling it all out. And it says, won't say much of anything either. Rebel IPA. Brewed and bottled by the Boston Beer Company. $355ml. And it's 6.5% by volume. That's nice. Doesn't smell much, but the taste is definitely the modern American IPA, where the hops are the dominant flavour, and it's a very floral, very bitter beer. That's lovely. I like that. So tonight's business is a quick look at a new knife, well, new to me, that I acquired recently, and it's from Victorinox. Okay, so here we have the Victorinox floral knife. Now, first thing to say, floral knife, it's not floral. They come in block colours. They could have called it a florist's knife because it's intended for florists to use. Or they could have called it a flower knife because it's intended for cutting flowers. But it's not a floral knife. So, that's the pedantry out of the way. What have we got? Blister pack, already opened because they can be a bit of a pain. Put that to one side. Single blade slip joint, plastic handles, pin construction. Just check the focus. Always trips me up the unreliable autofocus on this. So, sheep's foot blade, satin finish. We've got a bevel on that side, but it is chisel ground, so that side's just flat. Fit and finish is good. It's not perfect actually. On this one there's a little bit of a gap there between the back spring and the liners. And these are those funny looking grey sort of aluminium alloy, I believe, liners. And that's it really, there's not a great deal to say. The size closed is just under 4 inches, so it's 100mm. And the blade is 2.5 inches in total, cutting edge of about 2 1/4, about 55mm. So for a size comparison with the Spartan, you can see the handle's a tiny bit longer, a bit slimmer. The blade's not much different in length. Doesn't seem to weigh much in the hand. We'll try it on the scales. So in grams, we're weighing in at 34.7 grams, which in English is about 1.25 ounces. So, nice UK legal, pretty pale blue colour. They do come in a range of colours, as well as the blue. You might want a purple one, you might want a pink one, or you might want a green one. I think that they also do these in a black handle and one other jolly colour, but I can't remember, and I was too lazy to check. These are very budget friendly. I bought all these 4 together from a retailer in Germany, and they cost around £11.50 each, because obviously I was only paying one lot of postage for 4 knives, so you get a bit of economy there. But even then, if you only buy a single one, it's not going to be very expensive at all. I think £11.50 for a well-made UK legal slip joint from a reputable manufacturer is a pretty good deal. Try the edge. Try the green one. As I say, it's chisel ground. I'm not a massive fan of the chisel grind, to be honest, but given that these are horticultural knives, the chisel grind is the accepted grind type. I believe it does make a bit of a difference when you're grafting and budding. Not that I've done any of those myself. So the factory edge is lovely. Very nice, very convincing. Of the 4, there was one that didn't quite cut like that when it came out of the packet, and it's this blue one. There was a very, very fine burr, which I've never come across on Victorinox before, but then I've never had a chisel ground Victorinox before, and I'm going to assume that it was as a consequence of the satin finish chisel blade, and they haven't quite brushed off the burr. But a couple of passes on a 1000 grit diamond stone, and then a strop, and that is more than sharp enough. So there we have it. Cheap, cheerful, UK legal, given the usual caveats, and a lot of fun. A nice way to add a splash of Victorinox colour to your collection. So I'll have a few close-ups in the slideshow, and you can see what you think. Thanks for watching.